guys, here we go with another installment of some hand history review action at garbagepoker.com. We're going to go over some heads-up cash games, and let's see, let's get right into it. Get raised here. Call with the Jack King. Flop comes down Queen 4 Queen, and we check. He checks. We hit a straight draw on the turn, so we bet it. He calls, and then deuce comes off on the river, and we go ahead and barrel that card, and he folds. Okay, nextly we have 9-7 here in the big blind, get min raised, call. So flop, we hit a straight draw here, we check, he checks, the king hits on the turn, and we'll check again, and then we hit the straight on the river, so we go for the check raise. And he calls the big check raise, and okay, and that one. Now we have pocket tens. I'm going to show this guy what's up, raise him, get re-raised, but then we 4-bet, calls the 4-bet, overcard on the flop, he bets, and we raise, and he folds. That's one way to play it. Okay, let's look at another hand. We got 10-7 here. We get raise and call. Flop a flush draw. We check to him. He bets. And we call. King comes down. We check. He bets again, and now we decide to check raise him here on the turn. And he just folds. So that's one way to increase, get some more check raises in on the turn with the bluffing part of your range. And this next hand we have pocket sevens in the big blind, and we just call the raise. And we check to him on the flop, he bets, we call, and 7 comes, and we decide to just bet right out against this guy, and as you can see, his turn aggression is really low, so that's why I decided to just bet into him on the turn. Calls, king hits on the river, and I'm going to go ahead and bet, try to get him to call with the queen. I have a smallish bet, and he does. He actually has a 7 there, but I don't know, that kind of expands the range of hands that you can call us with. If we bet a little smaller there on the river, it's unlikely as a king that would actually be a good river barrel card if we were so inclined to try to bluff on that board. Okay, Jack 8 here we have, he limps into us, so we raise, he calls, and we decide to just check this flop, pair 8s, he checks back. We decide to bet the turn here, get some value, and then check the river, and end up betting here with king high, and we win that pot. Okay, now, let's see, we limped into with 4-9, we take the free flop, check the flop, check the turn, get min bet into, call, and then the 4 comes on the river, and we look to check raise the river. And we do, and he pays us off with ace. And one way to get a little bit more value than just making a small bet on the river. He's for sure going to call, but he's pretty much always going to bet there with the ace as well. And he can bluff. Ace queen. Okay, he raises, and then we 3-bet. He calls the 3-bet, and we hit 2 overs and a backdoor straight and backdoor flush draw, and we just bet, calls, and okay, so we hit the flush draw here on the turn, and it's our turn. I actually, looking at the stack sizes, I kind of like a check raise better because bet calling is kind of gross, and just going all in here is kind of gross too. So I check, he bets, and we check raise them all in here. He folds. Okay, Queen 8. Raise the button. Flop 2 overs. Got that. Ace on the turn. Not my favorite barrel card. A lot of times it'll be calling with ace high. And queen, I mean king on the river. And yeah, that one we didn't win. But yeah, kind of shows you why I don't love to barrel the ace that much unless you think he is folding the ace high on a lot of flops. Okay, here we got Queen 8, and we 3-bet him. Get called. And pair board on the flop, we bet it, and get called. And the Jack here. Let's see. So now it's a pretty good barrel card, actually. I mean, if he doesn't have either a flush draw, which we could actually barrel him off, or at this point, if he doesn't have a 10 or a jack, he's going to have to fold a lot. So we do bet again and folds. Okay, Jack 6 here. Get raised with 3-bet. Calls. And surprise, surprise, we bet the flop. And he calls. And 4 on the turn. And we made a big all-in bet, it looks like. I lost control of my replay here. Yeah, so we just put them all in there on the turn once we hit the draw. Oops. Okay. Alright, let's go on to the next hand here. We got 10-8. We raise it on the button, get called. Whoa, whoops. Okay. And we see bet the flop. He calls. And we're going to barrel this queen. Because doesn't it just so seem like he has ace high here? And he calls. And now king is perfect card to come out. Because we're still trying to get him to lay down small pairs. So we bet 3/4 pot on the river and he folds. Alright, cool. Jack queen, raise on the button, get called. Flop pair board here. C-bet it, get called. 3 on the turn. And we're gonna barrel this. Why? Because, I mean, what can you have? A flush draw a lot of the time here, or ace high is going to be like the biggest part of his range. And if he does actually have like a 4, you can, I'm sure, 3-barrel him off that. So he does call again on the turn, and then the 6 comes off, and we do 3-barrel him. He folds, so we probably, got him to fold, some ace high or king high flush draws that we want to get him to lay down on the river there. And also a 4, 3, something like that. Okay. Queen 4, we raise the button again, and we c-bet it, he calls. Board pairs on the turn, and we continue betting. And okay, he calls, and then 9 on the river, and now it really looks like he's going to have some misdraws. We might actually have the best hands sometimes. Let's see, okay, he checks to us on the river. Like we do beat 2-4, but I mean, we're not gonna like be committing any mortal sin by making him lay that down, even if he does have it. So, bet, and he folds. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this video. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.